Guys, deluded, I'm back again. We can't not talk about Colombia. Now, if you're from North London, you know there's a heavy influence of South America, specifically Colombia, West Green Road. Go and look at them. In fact, even on my road, like I was walking down my road, I didn't know there was bare Colombians and stuff until I see the flags on the cars and stuff like that. I mean, I know there was bare Colombians around the area, but yeah, man, salute the thing. Let us know you're here, man, because you lot are good people. Like the way, like this is what the World Cup's about, people. When England were playing, I was making bare noise myself. But when Colombia were playing, I was still making bare noise myself. You walk down my street, bare noise myself. I'm hearing bare noise myself. I'm walking everywhere. I'm hearing just shouting. It's there's not even goals. People are just shouting, and that's what the World Cup's about, man. But Colombia versus Poland. I told you lot this group would be a madness. I told you lot Senegal's a team to watch and maybe not go to the further rounds and do a madness, but they'll put a good account of themselves in. I told you guys that. I told you lot that group would be a good little group. I forgot the name of the group, but you know, Japan, Poland, Colombia. Who's the last one? Whoever the last one is, Senegal. There's all different nationalities and things like that, and different cultures from different continents of the world, so it was bound to be a good one for the neutrals, and it has. Japan versus Colombia, Senegal versus Poland, instantly in that group let it off. And we saw Colombia versus Poland yesterday. Now Poland bottled it at the Euros, they've bottled it again. Lewandowski was hiding, the whole team was hiding. It's cheap mistakes, like in the first game against Senegal with Krakowiak. Silly mistakes, not closing man down, and you deserve to get battered 3-0. Take nothing away from South America, the South American side, Colombia, because what everything Poland lacked, sorry, Colombia had an abundance. The passion, the commitment, fighting for the fans, feeding off the fans' energy, dying for the shirt, man. How many tackles you see flying in on it? They knew they had to fix up after that first game because of Carlos Sanchez and all that nonsense. They knew they had to pattern, and it was a fantastic result. Fantastic result. James Rodríguez, last World Cup he did his thing. This World Cup he might not have scored, but it was the James Rodríguez show. Take nothing away from Quintero and take nothing away from Cuadrado. Falcao, I felt he had a so-so game. He worked the channels well. He worked selfless for the team, but he probably would have liked to have had a better game. Obviously he scored. That was a wonderful pass for the by whoever played him in the ball. I can't remember if it's Quintero or James. Lovely pass into Falcao. My word. For James, like I said, it was the James show yesterday. Fully the James show. Shout out to Cuadrado, Falcao. Who scored the last one, people? The first one. I can't even remember who scored the first one. But them two there. Oh, shout out to Colombia. That was a lovely game to watch. I bet that was one of my best games, man, because that's what the World Cup's about, man. You could decide the Colombian fans were contesting everything, were screaming about everything. You could see James gassing them up further. Like that's the one thing Colombian fans didn't need is to make noise because they were going hard already. It was a fantastic game in my opinion. Lewandowski he had a poor game. It's like Poland I don't know, man, because they always qualify, but it's like they behave like the poorer nations, like the poorer standard footballing nations. I mean, they've got Krakowiak actually plays for PSG. They've got what's his name, Zelensky, who I believe is a very good player and very underrated. They've got some good talented players, but it was disorganized. There was a lack of fight, there was a lack of energy, there was nervousness. A lot of what you hear, the language you hear that is attributed, sometimes quite rightly, to a lot of the African nations like Egypt and all of them sides. You've seen it so far with Poland, and you've seen it with other nations. It's just shambolic play, and there's just no national pride in the Poland shirt, and all of them players should be pondering a lot as they wake up tomorrow morning, to be fair, because there was nothing in that performance for Poland. I feel sorry for Polish fans. Like, I'm not going to scapegoat Lewandowski because there's nothing you can do if your team's not doing anything in midfield. So everybody has to take responsibility, but it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You've got Lewandowski, you've got Zelensky, you've got Szczesny who plays for Juventus. Krakowiak, fair enough, you're a bit part player at PSG and you're getting frozen out, but there's experience within that side. There's experience and there's good players within that side. They definitely should have put in more of a performance. To lose what, 2 games in the fashions they have, disgraceful. On a side note, Lewandowski, if I remember rightly, Euros 2016 didn't have the best one as well. So maybe you got a hoodoo yourself at international tournaments. But I got nothing more to say, man. That was a great game, man. I'm not here to speak about it tactically. It was just a lovely game between a European nation and a South American nation. It was just a lovely game for many reasons. That's what the World Cup's about, man. And this has been a fantastic World Cup for the right reasons. So there's nothing more to say on that front, man. Guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.